Hey Gemini, what's up gang? Hope everybody is well. So I wanted to come through with a what's healing for you right now reading. If that's something that you're interested in, go ahead and stick around. If you're new to this channel, welcome. My name is Jessica. Please take a look at my description box. It's going to have all the information that you would need to know. And if you are returning Gemini, welcome back. I hope that you're well. Hope you're taking care of yourself and hoping that you're doing what's best for you. Thank you guys, everybody, for being here. I'm sorry, I'm getting all mixed up because I'm getting a lot of messages. Thank you for being here. And yes, this is a Gemini channel. However, it's if you vibe, you tribe, so stick around. Okay, guys, I feel like people are really not necessarily going to click on this video unless they're a Gemini, so, but whatever, right? I say it anyways. Okay, so Gemini, some of the messages I was getting was like, one of the things that's healing for you currently is the spirit of perseverance. Like almost like needing to feel like you have to fight all the time, or needing like, feeling like you need to have to struggle all the time, or everything feels like it's an uphill battle, or almost constantly being in this maybe survival mode. Like, oh my God, if I don't do this, I'm not gonna make it. I have to stay here. I have to put up with this. I have to focus on that. I have to go. Gemini, there could just be this energy here of like, you can just relax, you can breathe. Things are going to work out. You don't have to feel like you're in this fight or flight mode. You can just, make healthy choices and take it day by day here. I feel like there's an energy of anxiety too, okay? What's healing for Gemini currently? We have peace. Yeah, see, that's kind of the energy I was getting. Like that energy of like anxiousness or running around or feeling like, oh my gosh, am I doing enough? Am I handling this correctly with the doubt energy? Am I good enough for this? Is this ever going to work out? I have to do this or I'm never going to be able to pay my bills. And I don't know, it's that kind of energy. Like it's the frantic feeling. Like you don't have to feel that way. What's healing for you, what you need to know is that you're going to be finding yourself a lot more peaceful here in the future. Why? Because you're going to have a lot more faith, because you're going to feel, you're going to know, right? That things are going to work out for you. It's not really necessarily about spirit having your back. It's about knowing that you have a purpose, knowing you have a path, and knowing that all you have to do is just walk it. Some days are going to be worse than others. Some years are going to be worse than others. But every single day and every single year is going to be different as long as you decide to make it that way. With the relationships here, what's going to be healing? Possibly your relationships. And Gemini, if you are anything like me or any other Gemini, then you probably have had a lot of toxic relationships in your life. Family, friends, lovers, work colleagues. People might just... they love you until they don't. That's for some of you guys, right? You might find that you also meet people at different stages and phases of your life, okay? And then you might find that it's almost like they're discarded. And maybe it is that energy of discarding, and maybe for some of you, they fade away. But there is this energy of like recycling people or going through a lot of people. Not really recycling, maybe, but more like cycling through a lot of people. Like this person comes into your life, they teach you this lesson, they're here for this season, this reason, you teach them whatever you're meant to teach them, and then you just move on to the next. But there's not really any setting down like roots or anything, right? So we have success coming out for what's healing. So Gemini, we also had health that wanted to kind of come out, and grief. Some of you guys, your success has been being directly affected because you've been in this constant state of grieving. It's almost like a functioning dysfunction. Like you're not even realizing that you're actually grieving. You're actually still kind of traumatized. You're actually still, not over it, not fine, not okay, not whatever you're saying when people ask you how you're doing, Gemini, okay? You have been depleting your energy because you've been spending so much time putting up a face or a front to show everybody that you're okay, when it's okay not to be okay, actually. Newsflash, right? I feel like you're wanting to let these feelings out. You're wanting to allow yourself to just feel the storm for a second, or feel whatever you need to feel so you can heal it, okay? This is something that's resonating very deeply within your soul. You know that if you allow yourself to feel it, you're going to heal it. So this is what naturally you want to do, okay? For some of you, you really have lost somebody quite recently, maybe in this physical world or just emotionally. You have lost somebody and this grief is really impacting you. For some of you, this is all the way back from childhood, a childhood trauma that happened to you or something. It could have affected your mental health or your health throughout the rest of your life. You're still carrying this weight, Gemini, and this is what actually has affected your success, your relationships, your peace, your self-esteem that we just saw. There's a really big need to tap into that energy and again, allow yourself to feel it, to heal it, right? And also get it out in some way. For some of you, just expressing it, just feeling it is enough to release the energy. For others of you, you're going to need to journal this. You're going to need to speak about this. Or you're going to need to maybe write some kind of letter if the person who hurt you is still around, or if it was that kind of situation. It doesn't mean you have to send the letter. For some of you, send it if that's what you want to do. For others of you, you just need to write it. You need to say it. You need to speak. You need to get it out, because you're carrying this energy, okay? And again, it is directly affecting your success, okay? It's okay not to be okay. It's okay to have feelings, and it's okay that they're not always positive, right? Okay, guys. So what's healing for Gemini? What's healing? All right, we have the bluebird. Nice. I feel like there's been this sense of like humdrum. Things aren't working out. You're tired. You're feeling like, you know, your luck is in the shitter or something. It just feels like things are not the way that they should be or that you would like them to be. I just heard conditions are not optimal. Okay, so for whoever talks like that, I agree. I really do, right? You are being gifted with blessings of happiness and peace. This is what's healing in your life right now. Peace coming out twice. Can I get an amen? Yes, because we are gang peace over here. We are not a gang chaos. Chaos is overrated. Ain't nobody got time for that. Anybody who's like, you know, I feel like anybody who wants to have chaos in their life hasn't really experienced the kind of chaos I feel like you have, Gemini. Your soul is weary of it, right? You don't want chaos in your life. So the fact that we have peace twice, for some of you, there could be some combative situations or some kind of drama that's happening right now in your life, Gemini. And perhaps this is something that you're really needing to work on, or you're really needing to kind of separate yourself from, is the energy that I'm getting. New opportunities are coming in too. If you've been feeling like you're been lacking options or lacking some kind of excitement or something you want to, you know, sink your teeth into, your next big project or your next big thing or just your next direction that you want to go in, that's about to heal too. Something is about to come in that's going to put you into a new direction, okay? With the Loon, it says, pay attention to your dream time. Messages of guidance are drifting in. This is my psychic card. For some of you, your psychic abilities are healing. Maybe you've been feeling like they've been kind of wonky, or they're off, sometimes they're on. Maybe you've been doubting yourself too much here too. That's healing, okay? For some of you, you've been having negative dreams, like scary dreams or nightmares or something like that. These could even be like day visions. So you know how you like daydream, you go off and you start thinking about something and a storyline plays out. For some of you, you do that, but it turns really negative, okay? Or I'm getting almost this energy too of like having really negative thoughts for some reason, Gemini. Like, you know, somebody will say something and you'll have a really morbid negative thought that'll come into your head, or you'll see something and you'll think something really morbid. Like, say somebody follows somebody through a yellow light, you instantly think like, what if they got T-boned, and you see the crash like in your head, and it's really morbid, and you're like, I shouldn't think things like that. I shouldn't, you know what I mean? I don't know. There's something about your psychicness or your intuition or like your higher self. There's something about this that is healing right now or adjusting, and it's making you feel like uncomfortable. There is that energy here. If some of you have been experiencing like your psychic gifts, or maybe there's like energy in your house that's really been putting like this off feeling, you've been feeling a little off or a little darker than usual, that's going to be changing. You're going to be healing that. So we have the Heron coming out. It's talking about letting go of convention and following your own unique path. So yeah, look. With the Peacock, which talks about skill, talks about talent, talks about standing out, talks about showing off, right? Talks about being confident within yourself, Gemini. And I feel like maybe there's been this energy of playing it safe, not really wanting to kind of step out and take a leap of faith, kind of trying to fit in or not make waves here. not upset the status quo or upset people around you. Put your own happiness to the side, which could be a toxic relationship trait that you have. Sometimes toxicity is as simple as like, I don't stand up for myself enough, or I put everybody else's needs above mine constantly, right? And that can, yes, be something that needs to be healed, especially if this is something generational that you've seen in your family line, because some of you, that's what you're healing. You're healing a lot of ancestral wounds that are concentrated around relationships. But again, everything goes hand in hand, Gemini. So I feel like whatever you're healing that's concentrated around relationships, this is also affecting your success, so when you heal this, you ultimately heal your success too. If you've had a lot of chaos or drama or negativity that's like siphoning off of you in your life, you heal this, you heal your success, you heal your relationships. If relationships themselves have been toxic and that's what's been affecting everything, you heal that, you heal the peace of mind, you heal the success. You see what I'm saying? Like, everything's connected, okay? If your success has been weird, this is what's healing, and therefore you're getting along better with people, okay? Or you're not feeling as restricted or bound. I don't know, Gemini, right? What's healing for Gemini? What's healing for Gemini? What's healing? We're just pulling general messages, so I'm not really clarifying what's healing for Gemini. Yeah, there's this energy of being scared to take a leap of faith, Gemini, or again, for some of you, not really having a lot of opportunities, like really wanting to take a leap of faith, being willing to kind of make some radical change in your life or start a new journey, but not seeing the options, not seeing the path forward, not seeing the way. This is what's healing for you. I see this very strongly too with this bluebird, and it's funny that it came right out on top of it, because for me, the bluebird is always an omen talking about a fresh start, talking about a new beginning, talking about possibly good news coming too. For some of you, you guys are going to finally get to end with the peace, some kind of very painful cycle, and start out beginning a brand new one. And if this is something that you feel very passionate about or you feel excited about. Okay, yeah, because I feel like you've been suffering through these towers, right? And that's what's healing in your life. So for some of you, you've been given some kind of hard dose of reality here. I find this very interesting, coming out on top of the loon, which is talking about your dream time, your subconscious, your thoughts, what you're reflecting on, right? The tower. You weren't seeing something clearly. I see the connection here. It's almost like there's been a brain fog, or there's been something that you haven't really been seeing clearly. This is healing. This could definitely be in regards to your relationships. You might have been thinking somebody was way better than they were, Gemini, and you've been mourning this person ever since they walked their dusty, rusty ass right up out of your life. I'm gonna be so real with you. Right? So you've been sitting here thinking, oh man, I missed an opportunity with so-and-so. I wish I would have done this. I wish it, and it really is like, if you would have got what you wanted, it would have fucking sucked probably. Like, it wasn't good for you. It wasn't the right time, or you were, rejection is protection. Okay? That is for some of you guys. For others of you, you might see that again, you make choices in relationships, you sacrifice your own happiness, or you go after relationships that you feel like can offer you superficial things or whatever. It looks good on paper, right? You're starting to see that you haven't been seeing things clearly, Gemini. This is healing. And because your perspective is healing, your reality is healing. Your reality is shifting. When your perspective shifts, so does your reality, because you create your reality based off your thoughts, based off your disposition and how you feel about something. What's healing for Gemini? The star energy. That is so freaking cool, because not only do we have 3 major arcana out here out of 3 tarot cards that we've pulled, but also the star comes right after the tower. So this is almost like confirmation, saying that whatever's lost in this tower, this crumbling that you're possibly already going through or on the verge of right now, it feels like it's pretty current, Gemini, because this is what's healing now. You're going to see some kind of healing from this. You're going to see some kind of rejuvenation or renewal within yourself. You're going to not be focusing all your energy on chaotic situations or people or attachments, or giving your power away, or whatever it is for you, Gemini, stressing, right? Not believing in yourself. not standing in your authenticity here, not realizing that you are that motherfucker, which I love the star coming out on top of success, and this one talking about letting go of convention. You weren't born to fit in, right? We're all walking around with clothes. This one's naked. She's born to stand out. Why is she naked? Because she's being vulnerable. She's being herself. She's letting it all hang out. No pun intended, right? Okay? She's not here to hide anything. There's nothing to hide. And with that comes success, Gemini. Maybe that's how you feel, like, fuck it, I'm not going to hide anymore. I'm coming out. Maybe quite literally for some of you guys, but it's this energy of, like, I'm coming out. I'm not hiding my energy anymore. And because of that, this is healing your success, like, directly, because that's what you were always ever meant to do, Gemini. And with this comes new opportunities. With this comes growth and movement. Of course, transitioning out of the old and moving into the new, yes. So me likey, right? A lot? Okay, Gemini, right? I like this for what's healing. I think we're gonna actually call it here. I think this is a good reading. So yeah, just expect a lot of peace of mind. Just expect to be healing from a lot of the towers and the pain that you've gone through. And just expect that when you start standing in your authenticity, when you start healing that self-esteem that tells you, you know, you're not good enough, you can't do it, or all the things that tell you that you can't, or that you won't, or you shouldn't. That's when you're actually going to step into your success. And I feel like this is healing right now. For some of you guys, you've been playing yourself really short here, really small. And you're about to step out on a grand stage is what I just heard. So, I don't know, maybe it's just all it took was you believing in yourself. Anyways, Gemini, that has been your reading. I do hope it helps. I hope it resonates. I hope it does something. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.